Mama, mama,
You ready?
Yep, been ready.
All right.
Been ready, born ready, baby.
Dirty feel on the beat now.
Yes, indeedy. Roaches.
Welcome, everybody. Another edition of the Roaches podcast right here
Roaches.
live in the Stuzium. It's your boy, Dirty Phil.
And your boy, Big Skies, baby. What's good, baby?
Always here with, say,
good.
rocking and using the new soundboard.
Yes, I learned something, yo. He taught me something right before this. I couldn't help it.
It's so funny, but we're here, man. Episode 2.
Yes.
Today we're doing it extra proper.
Yes.
Because, shout out to Sonny for the first episode. That joint went crazy.
Yeah.
I got some shots poured up for us, so we're going to go ahead and crescent this episode in with the first shot.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Brought to you in part by Paul Masson. We got that apple on deck today, dog.
And we want to make a toast to everybody that supported the first episode, which is great.
Going crazy. We appreciate you all.
Thank you, guys.
Mm-hmm.
What was this again?
It's the Paul Masson apple.
Homes on Apple?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, man. I think I would recommend that. I would definitely recommend that.
It's definitely sweet. It's got that sweet taste to it.
Yeah.
We're like kind of compared to the Crown Apple. The Crown Apple, that's more of a sweeter that's a whiskey.
Yeah.
But also if you want a tart joint with some apple, I gotta get you to E&J. Yeah, your boy's a connoisseur, so I know.
so we might get that one next week. It's on me next week. So we'll get that. I like a little tart. I like a little more tart.
I do like a little tart.
I don't chase. I don't do that. I never understood the chaser. I like everything on the rocks. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't have no chaser.
It's all good though.
Yeah.
Welcome again, everybody. We're here.
Welcome.
We are live.
Yes.
Shout out to our sponsors.
Yes, shout out to our sponsors.
We got Z, the T Connect, you know what I'm saying, hooking us up. We got our Roaches gear. We got our beautiful placemat here for the pod here in the Stuzium.
And he's at the T Connect.
At the T Connect. And then shout out to Dark Shadows Cupcakes, you know what I'm saying? We don't got a batch this week.
Yes,
but it's good.
It's on the way, and we're getting things started. We're only going to get better. But her actual page is at dark_shadows_cupcakes. Okay. And you can actually go there and you can place orders. Her name is Billy Kid. And I want to get my guy Z is at the T-shirt. That's with T, not T-E-E, just the T-shirt Connect. So you can go over there and connect with him. He does it all. I mean, he's even got some underwear up here. I'm looking.
Dang, let's go.
Professionals. So shout out to my guy.
You know what I'm saying?
Messing with him for a minute. Y'all get busy and y'all get to getting it and hit them up for your needs, your personal needs.
Yeah.
Customized items.
So Roaches podcast, we're really getting into the essence of what this podcast was really supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So ideologically, the concept of it is pretty cool because it's kind of like one of those Lil Wayne lyrics. It's a double entendre. It has multiple things that we could go with. So essentially, when you brought the idea of the Roaches, obviously you're a big heavy smoker.
Absolutely.
Big time heavy smoker.
Absolutely.
Me, not so much. I used to be back in the day, but over the time I just stopped. But today is going to be a special episode. So a special episode, my people. So essentially the idea of the Roaches podcast was coming together as a conversation piece. And it's when you first roll up that blunt, you getting off work or, you know what I'm saying, you got anxiety, you got things going on. And it's the mindset of where you're at whenever you started that blunt to once you get down to the roach.
Yes.
Your transition, your evolution of like your mind state, how you feel.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it is kind of like a rewarding idea at the end of the day where we start our conversation to where we're at the end of the conversation.
Now. Yeah. So it's basically where were you at in life, when you first started your journey, then, and then when you get to the end of that blunt, them roaches, you try to get as much out of life to where you are now, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, where were you, then till now and your experiences, sharing your your failures, your successes, everything with the world, and basically teaching the youth. A lot of people we're going to have here are going to be vets too, that have been through things, that have accolades, that have done things locally that, you know, we just want to show love. That's the best thing that you can do. It's basically like keeping the fire, the fire lit and the flame burning. It's just like, it's like you passing that fire on. You even if the light went out a little bit, you know what I mean? You can bring back your spirit just to rekindle others, just to pass that down, or motivate others, inspire others as well. And
also at the end of the day too, like no matter where you're at in your life now, everybody and the idea of it with everybody that we're having, you know, on the podcast, it's really anybody that we've known, we came along the way with. We just want to have a conversation with you because everybody has a unique story to tell. And I think that's like the most beautiful thing about it.
Right.
And we want to have conversations with these people. I mean, we've chopped up with a multitude of people over the years, bro. Like, and to sit down with everybody and have a conversation with them, I think is the most beautiful thing. Yeah, and
it's beautiful.
It's more like paying homage.
Yeah, absolutely. And you got to think back in our time, if you like especially around here, I say the Hagerstown area with Chambersburg, Martinsburg area, it was a lot of, I say it was very competitive. Everybody was competitive. Yeah. Everybody in our kind of like our bracket when we were doing our time.
Yeah, but it was friendly competition too. At the end of the day, like the shit never really got like crazy. Yeah,
but even if when you're competitive like that, it can leave stains with people. Yeah, and so what we want to let those type of people know, like, I don't have any problems with anybody. It's if I have some competitive beef, that's that. Like, come on, man.
Hip hop's hip hop, man. I mean, that's ultimately where it was. Like, but and that's where like I come from too. Like, I enjoy competition. You know what I'm saying? The competition, I think, keeps people motivated, keeps them hungry, keeps that spirit burning, that drive burning. Yeah. And it's fun to like kind of go back and reflect on some of those things. But everybody has a story to tell, and we came up with this platform just for that. Yes. You know what I'm saying? To make it perfectly clear. You know, we're not getting paid to do this.
Nah, this is us. We putting in on this, and it's beautiful because at the end of the day, you know, I was telling Phil, I was like, you know, I got an idea, calling it Roaches. Do this. Well, I initially had an idea. I was going to do it at my spot. I was going to do the whole setup. I was going to have Phil come. Yeah. And one day, if you've never been in here, it's the studio, but it has a name. It's called the Stuseum.
Stuseum.
When you come in here, you're going to learn history of just things like a euphoria, a certain feeling you're going to get.
Nostalgic.
Yeah, nostalgic feeling. You're going to come down. And Phil was like, you know what, one day? He's like, bro, let's just shoot it down here.
Yeah.
Let's just shoot it down here. And because if you understand the investment, this is beautiful. You look behind me, look at it's you guys have no idea. When you come down here, there's always something new. And to look at one wall, you will not be able to do that in a session. Like things are going to be poking out. You're not going to see, you're going to miss. So every time you come down here, you see something new. And I would tell Phil, like, man, it's taken him like over a decade to get this place like this, right? Yeah. So I'm like, the money and the investment, what is it for? Like, what is, he did all this, and then it is all kind of like a 360. Because at the time, I'm trying to find what I want to do. And it was this, but it was like we're right in front of each other's face. And that's what another thing we were talking about, you know, being self-sufficient and everything. Yeah. We both realized it's right here in front of your face. So get it started. And we didn't even have everything to go, did we? We didn't even have everything. We just said one day, you know what, we're tired of waiting. Let's just go ahead and start episode 1.
And that was literally the funniest part about it.
We started episode 1. Yeah. We started episode 1, my guy. We didn't wait. And as soon as he said that, we were like, boom, let's get, you know, we got Sonny Bronco. And thank God for Sonny Bronco once again. Yeah. He didn't have to do it. He came through. He represented very well.
And talk about a hell of an interview, man.
We got it. Yes.
It was so timeless. Like in the clips, which was crazy because like this thing manifested itself. And it was kind of slow getting the podcast. This is just like where we're coming from as far as the Roaches podcast, like the entity of it, like what it really means. And it did come together so organically and naturally.
Love that
Once
word.
We finally pulled the trigger and I was like, yo, let's order the joint. Yeah. Like we were doing it like the day before, like set it up wise, I ran out to the dollar store. I got this table for like $30. You feel me?
Right.
I ran out to Five Below, and the first microphones from the first podcast were from Five Below, and I got each of those for $5 a piece. Ran straight into my audio recorder, and it was amazing, just like how well the audio turned out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it just unbeknownst to me, just trial and error, just messing around with some things, and it's crazy how organically things evolved. So now we got like the original setup, which I like because it's simple, it's raw, and it kind of showcases exactly what we are. It's that real. It's not overdone. Yeah. We keep it subtle. We end up getting the mics with the boom stands, which obviously was a necessity. We had another audio recorder, and I found this joint at Walmart yesterday.
Yeah, man.
And I was like,
and we just got one.
Yeah, we just got one
a week or two ago. So it's like investing in other podcasters. We don't. I look, I'm always told I talk a lot and I talk. So I'm like, this is great for me. You know what I mean? And Phil definitely has over like a decade of experience for podcasting with even podcasting. Yeah. You understand? So the basic point is, it's like, you got to look at what the universe throws at you. It could be right in front of your face. Your resources are right there. Yeah. Because he already had the experience. He knows this wire right here. You see this wire, y'all? I don't even know what that wire is. I don't know nothing about. I just know this right here. You see that? Wait, this right here. That's what I know right there. That's, you see, that's what I know. And I got this. Hey. But I also got the foresight. I know who to get for interviews. I know, how to ask good questions, but I'm not I look at it more like journalism is exciting. Yeah. Learning about people and really doing the research, putting yourself in it. And
it's pretty fun. Like, and back in 2012, 2013, when we were doing the show Nobody Likes with J-Law, shout out J-Law One Room Media, you know what I'm saying? That's where my kind of like the journalist, the radio personality came in, speaking. Yeah. And now I was getting my feet wet. I was wet behind the ears during that. Like, there's a time where, like, when you first start off doing this stuff, you kind of like try to oversell yourself. I remember some of the stupidest shit that I used to say on the radio. We get off air and I'm like, why the fuck did I say that? That sounded so dumb. I remember one where I was like, we about to go in like we ain't never going out. Right. Like, what? What does that even mean, bro?
But you were natural. Yeah, natural, and that's why people say that's one of the reasons. Well, it is. Yeah, it's like Phil's got the radio, the chipper white guy voice. You know what I'm saying?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. We're going to smoke the marijuana today.
We need that. We need that. So it's like it was only right for me and Phil to link for this, and I just want to. I mean, come on, we don't have any expectations. It's not like for us.
And that's always been the motto.
It's just showing love. It's just showing love. It's not like no kind of
the motto you've been going off of for a while now. It's probably been like a year or so, but I love it because it holds so true. Is no expectations. Yeah, we're doing this shit because we love to do it. There's not an out of pocket side conquest like that we're trying to do. Like this, we wanted to make a platform allowing everybody to come on, have a good conversation, talk about stuff, and enjoy some exquisite marijuana, which brings me to the next thing.
Hey!
So, there we go. Let's go.
Oh, is it this one right here?
Nah. That was just a joke.
Oh.
Where's Little the Dicky. Ooh? It's a joke.
Where's the ooh?
That's a joke.
Where's the ooh? Which one is that
the
one?
Ooh?
Yeah, the ooh.
Oh, that would be...
It's that third one, I think. It's that third one.
That would be a 90s sitcom romantic kiss sound effect.
Well, hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Exotic Triznizzle is always great.
Hey, we in there, bro.
And what do we got here, brother? What do we got? I'm excited for this.
So I want to shout out the Rise Dispensary here in Hagerstown, Maryland. I pulled up there today. Like I said, I am not a smoker like that. But I was talking to Mike,
surprised about
and we were like, you know what? I was like, now it's legal in Maryland. Like, why not join the club with you? You know what I'm saying? Let's get a strain. Let's smoke it.
The Roaches
Let's
podcast,
review it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So shout out my guy, Mon, at Rise Dispensary. Super, super cool dude. Made it it was honestly pretty wild. Like, you pull up to the joint. I went to go through the drive-through. I was like, all right, put an online order in it. Like, it was like this morning, and at like 11, they were like, hey, your order's ready. So I ended up showing up like 1 o'clock or whatever. It did take me about an hour through the process.
Right.
But getting there, waiting in line to going in, checking out and everything. So it was about an hour process. So that shit was fucking packed, dog.
Yeah.
That shit was packed. And let me tell you, all walks of life. So if you want to stereotype or pigeonhole a smoker and what the common smoker looks like, I'm telling you, your whole opinion changes when you go to that spot. Because you've seen people from everything. I said old people, young people, like old buddy looked like he just got off doing from construction work. Then you got the older couple, it's like in their 50s, look like they're about to go to have brunch and then just picked up their weed to get their munchies. Like, it's crazy, like so many different people in there. So we put the order in. Again, shout out Amand, 5-star review from my guy. He said he's actually going to tune into the podcast. So I told him what we were doing. We're going to give them a shout out.
It's Armand? You said Armand?
Amand.
Right, shout out to you, Armand.
Yeah. So
try this. I'm going to keep it real with you. Cause
this right here, this is the Dog Walkers cannabis pre-rolls.
Hold that up so they can see that.
This is a sativa. Zoomed into my Nikon.
There you go. Boom.
And matter of fact, I'm going to check my Nikon right now. I think we're running up on 20 minutes. Okay. Oh, I got 15 now. We're good.
Gotcha.
So these are the pre-roll joints, and this is L''orange. So I don't know if it's l'orange. I was supposed to Google this before we even got started, but I don't even know. I'm going to look like an idiot because I don't even know how to open this thing. That's the crazy joint.
Yeah, me personally, I do smoke the dispensary stuff, but
yeah,
I mean,
damn, this shit's fancy.
I'm not a big fan of it.
Wow. So. This is some fancy stuff, dog.
I get some moon rocks or something from the dispensary or something.
They have all kinds of stuff. Damn, yo, this is fancy spants.
Okay.
Yo, wow.
He said you're gonna be mad. He did say
yeah, he said I was gonna be mad when I open up this joint, and I can see why. These are called mini dogs.
Yeah,
and bro.
The mini dogs.
The mini dogs, bro.
So y'all know we definitely experiment.
Yo, this is crazy. But it's Dog Walkers, established 2016.
You got him.
Yeah, let me check my Nikon real quick. Yeah, that's wild.
Got him, yo. I'd be like, what you mean, Willis? I'm gonna be mad when I open this. Nah, hold up, son. Nah, I'm just playing. It's at least it didn't cost an arm and a leg. You know what I mean? Oh man.
Yeah, it really wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It was like $30. It was $29 for 5 mini dogs.
Yeah.
Damn, look at these. This is crazy. Look at these little guys. That is, oh my God.
Let me see.
That's adorable. Jeez Louise, dog.
Aww.
Yeah, smell that shit. Well, I'm gonna get you,
Oh,
bro.
Yeah, I'm ready.
We smoking up.
But what is it? It's l'orange. That's what it is.
I guess l'orange.
All right. So look, guys.
Damn, this is a fancy little.
The whole purpose. One of the things about Roaches is that we do smoke in the beginning, and we introduce what kind of strand that we have that week, and it's usually something that's is out of this world that I ain't ever even heard of or I've had before. And it's some of the best ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm excited. Like,
so I'm excited to try this. What is this? A sativa?
It's a sativa.
See, I don't even know. I don't do sativas.
Boy
But that's light.
sativa.
But I'm gonna smoke one today, and it does smell great. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It does smell
crazy.
good.
Where's my joint?
You got your barbecue lighter with you, bro. You're showing dad vibes today, bro.
Yeah,
you come with the
what?
barbecue
I'm
lighter,
telling
bro.
You, nah, this is that hood shit. Manila.
Mm-hmm. Yo, if you ain't got a barbecue lighter, you ain't living. Damn. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo,
Okay.
hoo, hoo.
Okay. See, when you first hit it, when you taste it, that's when you know. But it doesn't mean you know.
Oh my God.
Yep, that's that. And y'all gotta excuse Phil.
Oh boy.
Yo, Phil, I remember when me and Phil used to burn down, y'all. Like, y'all have no idea. I remember we used to burn. I used to sleep on this damn couch.
Wow.
Right here. Like, and we used to burn down. He ain't smoked in forever. I'll be a witness. He ain't smoked in forever.
Damn, that is.
He about to be lit.
Yeah, you know how you be hitting the shots, you be like, oh, God damn.
Yeah. But I don't know. I guess I'm used to doing that because it really be getting me right there. I'd be like, ooh, because I don't drink, right? You ain't smoking. I don't drink like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, and I love me sativa because sativa,
That does taste good.
it gives you that it's like an energetic, creative strain.
Yeah.
Man, I guess I can taste like some of the orange flavor in there, but
I mean, I don't know. It just smells good. It is what it is. It's sativa. I'm just gonna see what it do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What it do. I was already blizzarded.
See, I was gonna say I was with this whole thing.
So you know.
but I was like a light up, put out, light up, put out.
Yeah.
Because I've never developed tolerance for shit.
I'll be honest with you. I can taste the orange in it. It's like an orange.
Yeah.
You ever had an orange creamsicle monster?
I love the orange creamsicle.
It's like
monsters.
a sherbet. It's like a sherbet right now.
Yeah, it's
So
very.
this is all right.
It's very good.
Shout
Give
out
it
to
that.
my dude Armando.
Yeah. Shout out Armand, bro.
I said Armand. My bad. Armando. Armand, right?
Amand.
Got you. Armand. Shout out
Like
to you.
almond without the L.
Armand.
Amand.
Brown. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
shout out to my guy, man. Yeah, he said he was gonna be pissed over just a little guy, but fuck it.
Sorry if I'm all in y'all's roaches, baby. Roaches.
And as you see, we got a new setup for a new pod. So, you know what I'm saying? Start this trend out here. So
Yes.
today's guest, we got some crates.
Yes, we do.
You know what I'm saying?
If you guys do not know about this, we about to put you down. So we
Yo.
got the live wires in the house. If all the old heads, I know my people already know. We got some Krites, aka
critters.
critters, in the building.
Yeah.
And for all you young people, if you've never seen this movie right here,
Yeah.
I mean, you want some good vibes. I know you probably seen Phil just put me down, and I didn't even realize they released the Critters Attack, but I did.
Yeah.
I watched it. I just forgot about they released the updated version, which I thought was corny as hell, but dope.
Yeah, it's so
as
corny, but
F.
they're so good.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
and
I thought it was dope still. I thought it was just dope.
And what's super dope is to put on it was Critters 2 when they were in the city. And that was Leonardo DiCaprio's debut in the film industry. So that holds weight too, as it is.
That's crazy.
Because look at Leonardo DiCaprio. So
That's another reason to watch it, because it's
just cause.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's doing his little
a classic. They're classic
Yeah.
comedies, though. It's not scary. Them little, look at it. They look bad as hell just sitting there, don't they? You know what I
They're
mean?
funny as hell, man.
Yeah, but it's hilarious, man. You just gonna get a kick out of it. So go cop the movie Critters or go check it out.
Go check
You know what
that
I'm saying?
joint out.
Critters, what's up? Yo, I
And
like it.
shout out to Natural Light,
Yes.
my favorite drink of choice.
You gotta
But
shout
I'm
out
drinking
Natural
every time. You know what I'm saying? Every podcast. Your boy's ready. Go on and send me that. Go ahead and send me that bag, Natural Light. I'm
Yeah.
ready for you.
Yo, y'all gotta understand,
I'm
this
ready for ya.
man's ceiling is made out of Natural Light cans. I don't know if you can see it, but you might be able to one day. One day
One day we'll do a little-
One day
little tour.
we gonna tell y'all what the slop sink means.
Yeah,
And you're gonna do a little tour of the Stewseum.
it's
You know what I
crazy,
mean?
man. Stewseum, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's got me feeling right. I ain't gonna lie. It always hits me quick anyway. But
Feeling all right.
But man, it's crazy. So crazy breaking news. Mike, I think I gotta kill you, Mike. Skies.
It's all right.
That's the friendship, bro. That's what we do.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw this new controversy with them Island Boys.
I think I did see something. I seen a video. Yeah, they was back up to their old shenanigans. Island
I think this is
Boys!
beyond shenanigans, though. So if you guys ain't familiar, there's a clip that went pretty viral, and probably pretty much the reason why is these boys. I guess they put out what was I don't even remember what the caption was. It was something along the lines that's like they kiss and they do it all the time for whatever reason. But this wasn't just like I'm gonna give my brother a kiss. Like they like open mouthed.
Yeah,
They kissed and then open mouth. Like it was a
It's certain things you can't miss. I saw it. But you know what I first thought? Because I don't be keeping up with that type of shit. Well,
Same either.
I do.
There was no jumper shared
But
it. So
but when I seen it, I didn't even ask why. I just was like, these dudes, these young boys, and God bless them. You know what I mean? If you look at these guys, they got tattoos all over their face. They got
they need
all
some
this kind of
blessings.
things.
That's just
And
No.
my thing is, I can't blame them. And the reason why I say I can't blame, not that I'm cool with it or that I agree with whatever they're doing, but this is just one of them things, man, where you are desperate to do something. You're desperate to prove something. You're either desperate for views. Look, these guys need money. I know that they're not paid like that. They're not paid like what you think they would. I think I seen something about a while
Or they
back
like
about
owe
the
money or something, just like their manager.
Yeah, I think the manager was like saying something about it. So these guys in this day and age are gonna do anything they can to light the internet on fire.
Man, I don't know. That's just to me. That's just pushing it a little too far.
It doesn't surprise me. You gotta go far nowadays in this business.
Yeah, but that's like stupid far. Like that's unacceptable far.
Right.
Like that's like your twin brother.
Right.
Bro, that's like some
like out of all the
Epstein Island shit, bro.
They could have did something else, right?
I mean, who knows? They probably did. Honestly,
No, I mean, they could have did something else besides pulling this stunt. They could have did another out of the trillions of stunts in the world.
Oh yeah,
it's like why they choose.
You picked that one. It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't care how much money you owe. That's like, and what I'm worried about is some of the people.
Allegedly,
some of the people are going to be coming out and like, oh, good for them. That's power to them. Like,
yeah.
And then you're like condoning incest to a degree.
He said something. If I ever see something like that, that's when we got a problem. Like someone's like, well, just let them be
just
happy.
Fucking
like,
wait,
what?
dude. I wouldn't be surprised that shit be coming though.
Yeah, the world is quite funny nowadays. But my thing is, these boys are gonna. If you look at them, you got to understand these guys are in it. You can just tell, like they are in it to win, and they would do anything to keep that spark alive.
They're horrible.
They gotta, but
they're
you know what?
Like I don't even know what do they even do?
I don't know what they do. I don't know what it is that got them.
Besides,
but I can tell you this. Every time I've seen them, every time they were mentioned, it's been like some kind of controversy. So maybe that's their thing.
They honestly look like some fucking goofballs that were grown in a lab.
I mean, this is what my thing is about it. My thing is about it is I feel like it's whatever that point was that they tried to make. I don't know. I hope they explain one day what they did, because I'm sure that was for something. But my personal opinion is that it was something that they did. They could have jumped off a building, or they could have went parasailing.
Yeah, they probably should have jumped off
swimming with the sharks or something. I don't know, but they did that because they really wanted to push the knob. So
I think that jumping off a building is a pretty good idea.
Yeah, that's what you trying that desperate. Now look at it. It goes back to this too, right? So I'll say this, which I'll say is the same thing, right? So I heard there's a song out, and it's this girl. She's saying that her booty hole's brown.
Oh, shut up.
And you know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a hip hop. I know, you know what I mean? The Sexy Red song. That's what it's a girl. It's an artist named Sexy Red, right?
Never heard of her.
So, yeah. So I'm sitting up here like, I'm thinking as a dad, like, booty hole. I don't know. No. Now, I don't condone. I'm not against creativeness. I'm not against that. That's why I don't judge too much. I don't, we all judge, whether we hate it or not. We here and there, we judge. And then I look at this right now. So this is where I just have to say something, because with this song, it went too far for me as a dad, and even not even just a dad. I'm just thinking this young lady, and I'm not stopping I'm not trying to come at her, or I'm not, but that type of what you're doing here and the things that she said. I think I seen where she commented, someone commented about something like I can't listen to her music because I'm not a hoe. Because I guess she's promoting being a hoe. She's promoting, and then when you look at that, you listen to the song, it's like, I don't want my daughter, my baby, shout out to my daughter Shania, shout out to my daughter Keo. I don't want my little girls to be like my booty hole brown.
Yeah.
Yo, when she came out on stage, I looked at something when she came out on stage, it was somewhere. Yeah. Someone brought her out on stage. It was someone big.
But where are these people coming from?
They already been there. Like, okay, you introduced me to somebody who we'll talk about later.
Yeah,
as you. So I was like, where is this?
Yeah.
But when she came out, they was like, yeah, the crowd, the girls were like, my booty hole, bruh. If that's what she's saying, y'all.
What's the following lyrics?
You don't want to know. I think something else is pink or some. I don't know. I just. All I know is when I seen her come out on stage and all them little girls were going like this. Like they were like this, saying it like, yeah, mine is too. My booty hole's brown too.
I'm gonna get back to that, but what if what if the dude,
why would you say your booty hole's brown too? Like I don't like
what if these young dudes started coming out and be like
I'm like, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know how far I can push the boundary on this podcast for real, because
listen, this is the Roaches podcast.
The dark stand-up comedian me could take this to like a whole other level, bro.
But you see what I'm saying though, bro? Like, I don't want like what? Okay, so what I'm saying is like at some point we talk about the word agenda. I do not like talking about stuff like this and all this being pushed and all this. But I will say, as of now, yes, there is an agenda being pushed, and it's like I don't give a agenda.
I just think
it is. You come out with something that's crazy sounding,
right?
And there's just what? I mean, listen, if you, I cannot, the way she presents herself, the image is marketable. She's marketable. And when you hear my booty hole brown, again, I think that's what she said.
She must have Taco Bell.
Shit, I mean, damn, man. Nah, it is what it is.
Nothing makes the booty hole brown. There's some nice T-Bell. You know what I'm saying? But like here's where I'll kind of like go off of, like, the fact of the matter, like the Me Too movement, you know, with women coming together and standing up for being recognized, acknowledged, and the whatnot, what have you, which is powerful. That's great.
Yeah.
For the betterment, acknowledgement of women and all that, and equality. But you got to look and think, like, now with hip hop, especially with the females, it's like how raunchy and dirty and controversial you can possibly get to. I mean, it's virability at the end of the day. That's what they all go for. I mean, that's what's going to bring the bag in. But, and that like setting your fellow woman back by like saying shit like that. Like, I get how women could be risque in hip hop, and it's back from Lil Kim to the Eve, Nicki Minaj, you know what I'm saying, the Cardi B. But at some point there has to be a limit.
Nah, you know what? That's the thing, though. I agree to disagree. There doesn't have to be a limit. That's why music is so beautiful. It's art. You can create and say what you want. Freedom of speech. It's just that, young lady, that's the agenda you want to push right there.
That's the role model you want to be.
Now, what I will say, this is going to sound crazy, but if that is the agenda that you want to push and you all for it, then I respect it. Salute. Because if that's something you want to do, you believe in, salute to you. But I just don't, I can't, if you have that much power and you're going to start being a leader, like you're going to start going up. It's like, I seen some crazy ass shit. I don't know what it was everybody was performing, but it was like, I think was it Glorilla? They all were doing, every female rapper had a dance routine. They out there rapping like this, going like this and bouncing with everybody else. And I'm like, since when did you start dancing? And I didn't know you could, like it's like it's an agenda. It's like everything is the same. It's the industry is desperate. That's what I just believe.
Yeah,
they're desperate
because they're running out of.
Because artists are going. A lot of artists are selling their catalogs. They're going independent and they're getting the hell away. So they're looking for the next. Yo, you can say this. You can say that. We'll put you in. It is what it is. But I'm just saying. I can't look. Whoever, if you guys are going to comment, what do you think about your daughters out now? I get it, ladies. It might be dope for you in the bedroom when you playing that music with your man. Yeah, with your man. You know what I'm saying? You might be thinking that, hey, I want to listen. I want to play this while we getting busy. Yeah, my booty hole brown, baby. Yeah. You know, you might want to do something like that. But I mean, I don't think it just should be pushed like to the world and to the young teens. They're falling into it. And when I seen that crowd of Pete girls, they were all saying it and they were loving it. They were just, The one girl was looking right back at the dude, freaking it. Like, yeah, you know that. Yeah, you know that. And it's just like, I don't want to, but God, no.
It's crazy.
None of my kids, I don't want my kids. I don't want no girls.
I mean,
listen to no shit like
if
that.
I would have to give it the silver lining treatment that I like to do. Oh, man. You're a failure, Phil. I guess it is pretty empowerment to let everybody know that your booty hole's brown.
Well, I mean, my thing is, it's like duh, but it's like it's like this, it's like duh, but it's like is that what you? And no, you don't. You obviously must not know about what else is being said. There's arguments going on, and certain people. Okay, like I told you, earlier, and I don't want to touch on this too much longer, but like I told you earlier, I seen a lady say, all respect to her, but I can't listen to her music because I'm not a hoe.
Yeah.
And they showed certain things she would say, post up, like that and then even in her music, she admits that she's a hoe. Like she's saying, now I don't mean that that's saying that's what she is, but it could be a marketing thing. They just throwing her up. They could be a marketing thing. But my thing is, it's just that, the limit is not no limit being reached or anything like that. It's crazy right now. If you have that much power, let me just tell you something. If you start having this much power and you know you're coming up, or you know you're being listened to, it's time to create music, not just come out and say anything. Like come out with a message. That's the best thing you can do is have longevity in music. A lot of hits you're hearing right now, you would not hear. They would not be remembered. Like, that's why Pac is probably the most, and Biggie, probably the two most remembered hip hop artists to date.
Yeah.
I mean, overall, y'all, because the people still listen to Pac. Like, come on, man. Like,
there's a reason.
There's a reason.
And there's a reason why the Wu-Tang's still around. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, all the old school artists, like, it was a different time. And you know what? Not all the new artists are bad, though. Like, there's some really, really dope artists that I've been listening to that's constant rotational.
Who you listening to right now? Like, I got two questions for you. Who are you listening to right now? And who do you think is doing their thing in the hip hop industry right now?
Okay, so who I'm listening to right now, I really like 24 Golden, NLE Choppa. Okay. He really kind of like, I was like, okay, yeah, that's pretty fire. I mean, I'm obviously still listening to like Trippie Redd, Juice WRLD. Man, my playlist is deep though. Like, I listen to everything, but I'll tell you, there's one artist that like,
natural.
Yeah, I got you.
There's one artist,
one new artist. There is one new artist who I have like, caught me off guard. His name's Waco Tron. And this dude goes so hard. I was bumping this, and this is what I was bumping, setting up everything when you came through. Yeah. And I'm telling you guys, if I got one artist recommended right now, it's Waco Tron. Dude goes so hard. The beats are crazy. I think a lot of them 808 Mafia.
I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. He's not lying. I came in here and I was like, wait a minute. Who's that, bro? And he was like, Waco Tron. And I don't even know what he looked like, but he played about 7 straight songs in every single one of them. When I'm telling you, this is, and I don't know how old he is, like what he looked like, but his bars and the beats are like more or less. It's
crazy, and it's old. It reminds you of that old school, dirty South, like he's Waco Tron, Waco, Texas. So you could hear that Texas sound.
This is not a sound right now that's out at all.
It's so unique.
And it got lyrics, and he rapping different. He's using some soulful beats.
It's a lot of cool, like,
and he's riding beats.
Samples and
he's
the
killing
drum
the choruses.
So,
so shout out to this guy. I don't know what his information is, but shout out to him, man.
At Waco Tron, sweet. And
who you think is doing their thing in the industry?
In the industry, man, that's a.
Have you been keeping up?
Somewhat, but I think like I consume so much information throughout the entire week, and I consume stuff. I mean, even on a day to day, consume so much information, and I'm all over the place. So I don't. In hip hop though, like
just throw out. You don't have to be. It could be someone you just like.
I mean, I always know J. Cole is just steadily behind the scenes, just doing it. Yeah. Like inside and outside. Like
Cole is actually verses. Like he's got about 7-8 verses of the year. Like he's definitely in right now. Cole, but Cole come out once a year now and drop a verse, and it just resonates through everything. He just touches on everything. He's amazing. Yeah,
I'll tell you what. I got to give Metro Boomin some flowers. Roaches reference flowers.
Roaches.
Weed. Roaches. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give Metro Boomin a whole pack. Did you know he composed and coordinated the entire soundtrack to the new Spider-Man joint?
Nope.
Yeah. And that album is fire. And Wayne's on it. He's got a verse on. Like, there's so many great artists on there. And it's obviously Metro Boomin. Love him. Me being a producer, obviously, I'm going to showcase the producers a little bit. But, to essentially complete the soundtrack to the new Spider-Man movie. Like, that's insane.
Yeah.
Like, Wayne has one of the hardest verses I've ever heard from Wayne.
Yeah.
I
gotta check it out.
And it's good. And if I recall, it's actually a clean album too. So it's like something you could actually bump anywhere, really, because for being a Marvel movie, you know, soundtrack's not going to be dirty, but I don't even recall hearing cuss words. And a lot of your favorite artists do a lot of cussing, but to hear them come clean and still deliver that like style from it is super dope. And it's also rewarding to know that you were like fans of these artists throughout the journey. So shout out to Metro Boomin, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, that's dope. That's different. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't get enough credit if you ask me.
Certainly doesn't.
He will though. He will. You know,
the times will come for the producer. I mean, it's starting to grow. You know what I'm saying? And I've been enjoying watching the producer community finally start getting recognition.
Yeah, they deserve it. They deserve, because a lot of time that's who's behind them big ass hits, man. I mean, you think about the beat is everything, but then you got to come in with the artists who either someone gave them the idea and they executed, or they had the idea themselves and executed, and that thing came into one bang, 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 bang. You know what I'm saying? They rolled up in one, they smoked it, baby, until it went down to a roach, baby.
Yeah. So
you know
I don't know. I forget how long we're into now. Like, how's that tweeze make you feel?
Yo, it makes me feel it's good.
I
ain't
is.
Gonna lie, man. It got a good taste.
I mean, you didn't even finish yours either.
Nah, I could have. I just it got a good taste. I don't need to. You know, I was already lit before I came. You already know. But fucking
Sky's walking down the street and bumping it out like
y'all know, you know what I'm saying?
You always park so far away from the crib.
Yeah, I like to walk. I don't know, bro. I walk
it's
up
like
the hill
9,000 degrees outside.
Yeah, it is a heat wave. Shout out to all y'all staying in right now. It's
crazy. Stay hydrated, baby.
Yeah,
you know I'm stay hydrated with my drink of choice. The lightest, the nicest. I'm sipping so sweet.
Absolutely.
Got that natty, baby.
Absolutely, but I be messing with. I don't keep up with as much music as lately, but I like I think Troy Ave, man. I think Troy Ave.
You've been preaching Troy Ave
here.
I
think Troy Ave right now, low key.
Thank you, sir.
I mean, you know, we can go with who's the big time, who's on the Billboard. He's on the Billboard.
The baby's
too.
still doing his thing.
Yeah, the baby, absolutely. But I mean, I'm not I'm like not an underdog, but I'm a person of people like, okay, so Troy Ave is independent and he's like totally doing his thing. When I tell you his album, he just dropped everything that he's got going. Dear Hater, I Won, all this. You know what I mean? He got a single called Mad Bout. You know what I'm saying? That
that's one of those records you've been preaching.
Yeah, it's like a classic, just anthem. You're repeating himself, but it's like he puts it in your head. You know what I mean? And it's like
those are some of the best records.
His vibe, yeah, it's one of his, and I know he knows that, but he keeps working. This is like, but this is the record. Like for him, to me, if he went mainstream, if he had that one joint he did, it's all about the money. But I think this one right here, under different circumstances, you know, if maybe if he was mainstream, it would have worldwide. But this one, he's doing a great job, and his bars, and he's giving you. I mean, it's nonstop work. It's just. And he's independent and doing all these things. And he's showing you what he's doing, buying properties, doing all this. Although he's about to go away for a little bit for that shooting that happened with him and Taxstone. You know what I mean? Like 6-7 years ago, everybody got sentenced. So Taxstone's doing 35, I think, years. And I think he's got to go just for shooting the gun inside. I think for having a weapon to
that's
defend
crazy.
himself. He's got to go for, I think, like a year. But anyway, I think that's who I think, me personally, is. You can check out Troy Ave. I'm telling you, MCs, guys that want to know rapping bars, check out Troy Ave. And I think that also who's doing their thing also is Boosie.
Young Dolph.
I like Boosie.
He's a vet though.
I just like what I like. I see a lot of things that he do. I'll be keeping up with Boosie like crazy. But I think that to be honest, I think the world needs Boosie. I think Boosie is bigger than music.
That dude is so funny.
I think he's bigger than music.
Like,
I think he's an icon. I think he needs a star on the whole.
He's an instant clips. Like he is just.
But the essence of Boosie, it's Boosie can be so, and everyone knows he's on his way. I just pray that you get through your situation right now, Boosie, that you're going through. I pray for you. I really hope that you get out of this because the world can use you. What you're doing right now and everything. I'm telling you, like his reach is getting there. It's gonna get its reaches, and it's on Instagram. It's not just about music.
Yeah,
it's what I mean. So I think these guys, and I think I forgot the other one, but I just think
Boosie
Boosie.
Badass.
Yeah, Boosie Badass. I think them too. Yeah, I think them too.
Oh,
young
man.
boys. I gotta think about that. Out of the young boys.
Young Dolph is a good one.
Yeah.
Dave East, he's
Mhm.
got some records. That's hip hop right there.
That's true. That's what I'm talking about. People that have them bars.
All right. Dave East be going hard. Trying to think of another one.
You know what? Whose album was really good? I listened to like 5 tracks and I was like, wow, Gunna, man. I gotta say it. That's a. No matter, I missed what it said. I'm putting that out of. I'm putting that out of it. I'm talking about the music.
I don't know if I'm a fan of Gunna though.
I'm not. Listen. I'll put you like this. I'm not a fan of his, but when I listened to them 4 tracks I heard in a row, because these young boys were trying to put me on like, nah. I hear you, OG. We feel the same way, but yeah, I'm like, yeah, you can't deny good music, and I ain't gonna lie, man.
Yeah.
The kid was built to do this. I see why his album, so I think it went back to #1. It came back or whatever, but yeah, I really think that's who I've listened to. And I can't think of anybody else. I'm trying to see, yeah.
Try to bring that mic a little closer to you.
Yeah, it's just so many people. It's just so many, so many people right now,
Yeah.
that we could sit
I
there
mean,
and dive
hip hop's
into.
in a pretty crazy place, really. I mean, just with everything that's going on, and it's kind of sad. But what I am starting to see as I watch like more podcasts and stuff, I see like Lil Wayne, for an example, getting his recognition, his flowers again. Like, it's like things like that. Because Weezy, I mean, that's why I started rapping for real.
Yeah, Weezy is.
Lil Wayne
you know what?
the reason why I started rapping.
We actually got something coming with me, but I want to say this about Lil Wayne. I want to say that anyone that knows me, like one thing I can honestly say about myself is that I don't know how it is or how I know, but I've been doing 30 years of this, like straight nerdish hip hop into it. And I got witnesses of this. When Lil Wayne did After You, Back It Up, Then Stop, why drop it, I knew he was gonna be based off of that.
Yeah.
The greatest rapper of all time.
All
and everyone
time.
looked at me and said, how can you tell? And I just knew there was nothing like that. He had a voice like him.
Yeah.
He dropped The Block Is Hot, Lights Out, 500 Degrees, all that.
Yo, I will tell you.
And I knew,
Camera
y'all.
check.
And point is, I knew Weezy was going to be there, and I was behind him 1,000%. My son vouched for that too. I had him bumping the Lil Wayne, and when he was like young boy, young bull, young jet, you know what I'm saying? He was banging out Lil Wayne too. That's why Lil Wayne's one of his favorite artists, because that was just blasted into his ear, like by just inadvertently, it just happened organically. That's all I played was 50 Cent and Lil Wayne coming up, and that's crazy. You said that, bro, because
Yeah.
yeah.
And one of the craziest thing is where Lil Wayne sets himself apart. And, one of his iconic lines, ironically, same song, real G's move in silence like lasagna. But there's another line in there when he says, I got through that sentence like a subject and a predicate. Meaning the line he just spit. But the flip side of it is he was a predicate prisoner. According to, where was he, at Rikers Island?
No, I don't think he was a predicate.
He was a predicate.
I don't think he was. A predicate is like a 3-strike something. You got to be getting in trouble 3. It makes you a predicate felon.
Gotcha.
I think what he was just saying is the example.
Right.
I finished that sentence like a predicate.
And then talking about the sentence itself.
Yeah.
The prison sentence. So it's like crazy how it's like Eminem in his wordplay.
You got to
like
catch
that.
it. You got to
catch it.
Which makes you go back and listen and listen.
Yeah. And that's why the songs are so memorable. And I think that's where, hip hop kind of misses. I missed that kind of like energy. Like Wayne brought a different energy and a vibe.
Right.
And still does.
Right.
He's just Wayne. He's a fucking icon, entertaining. Like,
so that's why everybody praises him, Mel. Wayne is like one of, if not the best in my eyes.
yeah, but
shout out to you, Weezy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Weezy, man.
Weezy, baby.
Weezy. Shout out to you, Weezy.
Shout out to Weezy.
So I hope everybody's
one time for Weezy, ladies and gentlemen.
I hope everybody's feeling good. Just like I say, me and Phil, we started the Roaches podcast to show love.
Yeah.
And if anybody has any kind of like ideas, anything, of course, we got plans for the podcast. We are going to upgrade. Things are going to come in.
Yeah.
We got a whole plan mapped out. It can only get better from here.
And we got a rack of guests coming through that are lined up, man. Like it's just amazing. It's just amazing to see the people seeing what we're doing. Our constituents, our fellows who see what we're doing, and then ultimately want to be a part of it. So that's the utmost love from me and Skies, and we are really, really looking forward to like dropping these joints, like, and doing them and filming. It's fun. It's a new experience, and it's only going to get better as we go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
we're not trying to compete. This is not a competition. Like I don't. I say like we're not worried about what anybody else is doing or whatever. We're just showing love, and we can support. We will support. It's just a love thing. We're new. I'm new to the whole situation. You know what I mean? Like I say, my guy, and I want to shout out to Dirty Phil because Phil does what I call everything. Pretty much, a lot of people don't know this. I've been asked, I've been hit a lot about this. Like, yo, your camera team, everyone who put that interview together with Sonny Bronco, like that was dope. The clips, it's Dirty Phil doing that.
Yeah,
I mean, he's putting in hours, and he's working hard to do these things, and a lot of things are created like on the spot, ideas, everything. But it's Phil. Phil's setting up everything. I'm the brain, But of course, I gotta learn. Like I said in the last, I was like, I don't like to learn. I like to pay.
Yes.
But now I gotta learn, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So it's a learning lesson for Phil and I. Don't want to sit up here and talk like we, but we're just so happy we got it off the ground because it's like now when you get it off the ground, you have a little something to start with, you can go. And I know there's rules that are going to have to be followed. We are going to be setting up we already have a YouTube. This is Roaches. I got to get,
we're still in the works on this. So at least we want to have, some content available. You guys get your taste test of us and see if there's something that you want to keep checking out ongoing, but it's going to grow. As the brand's going to grow, we're going to have the YouTube channel. We're going to have the YouTube clips. It's going to be on all podcast streaming services, which I did not know that I can't distribute a podcast from DistroKid. They don't offer that service yet. So I didn't even know, like, I was like going into like, well, this is going to be easy, to distribute it. But like, there's separate services now. So if you guys are looking at getting into podcasting, that is a tip there.
That is something that you very much need to have
a tip.
Yes, absolutely.
A tip.
Because just because when people want to listen when they riding too. They don't necessarily want to just look at your face. They want to listen to while they ride.
Unfortunately right now it's just on Facebook, Mike Sky's page. And but Instagram, uploading clips daily or every other day, just to kind of let it marinate so everybody can kind of, keep those fillers out there. That way, if you don't get an opportunity to listen to the whole episode, you at least get an idea of like because these clips are like from the beginnings, from the middles, towards the ends of the conversation. So you're going to catch the vibes of like, and it's hella cool, man. It's a fun experience. So one time for that. You know what I'm saying? It's your favorite button, by the way. It's your favorite.
I gotta learn. Yeah, I got a lot to learn now.
Yeah. Let me see that apple real quick, ones.
Boy,
take a snap.
This must be some good stuff.
It is. It's very good.
I can only take one shot. I swear. Like, look, with 2 beers, I'm like Caputo. I'm like, I've always been that way though. You know what I mean? It's just like I don't understand. People don't understand how I smoke so much. I don't understand how people drink so much.
Thank you.
But to each his own, right?
Cheers, baby.
Cheers to Philly.
But yeah, man, we're looking forward to bringing new episodes to you guys. And we're open for ideas. You, the audience, drop us some suggestions. If you guys have questions for us, we'll drop them down, and when we film the episodes, we'll go through the questions throughout the week, before we film, and we'll answer questions. Maybe that's a cool segment we could start doing too. Like once this thing picks up,
we're gonna start doing lives and stuff like that.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see where it goes.
And see, you know what I'm looking at? It doesn't even matter. Like, listen, there is no rules. As for until you start getting on YouTube and all that stuff, but there's no rules to doing this. So however, me and him we're so creative. That's the best thing about it. All the millions of text messages late at night again. I mean, we took a break from this shit. Yeah. For like, 5-6 years now just to live normal lives. You got to understand, we were consumed with this before that. Our lives have changed. We got trauma. You know what I mean? We got some serious trauma.
I got some PTSD, man,
from music and what you go through.
It's
and
good though.
It's just the grind, but it's good.
But it's not like
it's a breath of fresh air.
Yeah,
I'll just
it
put
is.
it to you like that.
I mean, we didn't like stop necessarily. We've been recording new music and shit for that 5 to 6 years. You know, I'm still steadily producing, working on beats and sending out beats and different projects and writing my new stuff.
But you know the difference is, you know the difference is though, and I remember telling you this, and I remember it really resonated with you, and you took this in because I see it with a lot of cats, but it was different with us. It's like there's no expectation. You know
and I think that's the beautiful part of it, because like once you take to that realization, and you be like, you know, I'm not setting an expectation for myself because I'm doing this because I love to do it. And if I didn't love to do it, then why would I have a conscious effort of, man, I want to write a new record, I want to make a new beat. You know what I'm saying? I want to put something together.
You were one of them guys that when you did it, it was always a goal behind it. Like, you got to get here. It's in your head. You see you see it. You see it, and you have to be rewired. You have to be defragmentized.
Reset.
You have to be reset. And
Yeah.
that takes time. Like, you know, I always compare it to with me. My dad did 22 years in the military.
Yeah.
And when you do that long and you're prideful and you love your job, you got up every day. I don't think my dad missed a day in 20. I don't remember him missing a day of work in 22 years.
Wow.
Like, he literally loved going to that. It was his everything.
Yeah.
Right? So when you get out and you got to be a quote unquote civilian, you know, it took my dad away. Well, it don't ever go away.
Yeah.
When you're in the military, that don't go away, man. That shit live with you. You know, so I consider it like that. I got a little trauma. So I'll be like trying to get away from, this is a good way of talking about it, the release. And getting people to sit here and to be like, you know what I mean? Like, we get y'all's opinion and everything else. It's just dope just to be on camera so I can talk and get it out.
It's fun.
I'm long-winded. You know, I was told that by my guy, Paul Mason. Shout out Big Clutch. He's like long-winded. Yeah, so.
And it is, what I love about it is, like, musically, I don't have to be set, because the music I make now is, I would say, substantially different than what I used to do. Because I was doing, you know, again, being Lil Wayne, like my favorite artist, inspiring me to write and record and be a rapper. I was doing those remixes and dropping those verses. I took pride on 16s, like. That's why I loved being featured on a track, like, so I could do my 16, and I knew that 16 is going to be crazy because I'm not going to bring no bullshit.
Yeah.
So that's why I always loved doing remixes. At one point, I even dubbed myself Mr. Remix It.
Yeah.
And I was following the Wayne train, like.
I remember I tried to do the rock album, and I had about 7-8 tracks done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's kind of ironic, because that's actually where I'm, like, kind of evolved to in music. Like, when I'm putting out, it's kind of got some rock to it, like some vibes to it. But I don't know. I don't want to box myself in. Like, I never wanted to box myself in when it comes to fucking making music, because it's like my inspirations come from so many different places that I can't put myself in one genre because I'm influenced by everything. Yeah. Like, there's elements.
It's you do what you will. Music is free.
Yeah.
Music is art. And it's cool that everyone, if you really love music, you're going to learn something about it different every day. It's like a nonstop. You learn different things every day. You can be creative every day. It's a beautiful thing. Sometimes I don't even see, I just see it. It's hard to explain what I see when I listen to a beat and I'm getting deep into that beat. You just get up there and you just create, man. And that's my favorite, that's for everybody, for all you artists out there. Just don't be afraid. One thing I can tell you, do not be, I mean, you can have anxiety, whatever. Just when you get into the mic and you get up there and you're going to create, let it come out. That's the best way to do it. Don't try to format anything now, especially nowadays. Tell your story, but tell it like you're speaking it. Like, write how you talk. When you do that, you add syllables, you write how you talk. Yeah. It makes it so much easier for you. The pain sounds real. It's more authentic. You know what I mean? You get yourself somewhere. You know, you don't be afraid to let yourself this is expression, basically. Yeah. Just be expressive. So.
And I said this with the Sunny podcast, but I want to stand behind that because I feel like it's such a great, comparison as an artist where we have a voice to talk about the things that the common average person can't talk about or can't get behind a microphone and record a song. Like, we speak for those people who may be going through something and they hear your record and they're like, wow, I could really relate to that because I'm going through that and your perspective helped me get through it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
As long as you ain't talking about your booty hole brown, you know what I'm saying? Like just don't be talking about the booty hole, man. You know what I'm saying?
My strawberry pink.
But yeah, y'all, we definitely support you. I think we went over time limit for real. I think we're long-winded.
Yeah, we're gonna get out of here, ladies and gentlemen.
So, just thank you for tuning in to the second episode. If this is going to be the second episode, we could say it's the second episode. Or
is the second episode, or is it? Or maybe it's the sixth episode.
Could be. We don't know yet.
You don't know. It just depends on when they come out. Yeah. Nah, great convo, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it as always.
Absolutely.
And today's episode, dog walkers, pre-rolled cannabis, little mini dogs. We got some little mini corn dogs here that we enjoyed today. And it was the L'Orange. It's like LaBouche.
Yeah.
The old 90s LaBouche. Shout out LaBouche.
It's not bad. Yo, it's not bad. I'm not going to
I'm going to call it L'Orange. I could be saying it wrong, but I'm going to say it how I say it.
It's not bad, though,
Son
y'all,
of a
for real.
bitches.
It's a sativa, too. It's not bad. Tastes great.
Yeah, I'm ready to punch a wall.
Yeah. But see, he got the concoction, though. You got to see, you mix that with the Parmesan apple. You take a shot of that. You got the natural light. Yeah.
I got my Scoobies. You know what I mean?
You got the Scooby snacks.
Got the Scoobies, baby.
So
shout out to Chino. I still call cigarettes Scoobies.
Yeah, Scooby.
He's always go, Scooby time?
Yeah, Chino.
Scooby time.
Yo, we appreciate y'all. We appreciate everybody tuning in.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get back with y'all. We got, like you say, we got a lot of guests coming.
Yep.
And you know what I mean? I'm excited. This is what y'all are. And then for real, we're getting feedback. That's all.
And we appreciate each and every single one of you.
Yeah.
Your support.
Great interviews on the way. We got them booked up. Trust me, they coming. They gotta be.
Yeah, Zersky.
Yeah, it's gonna be great, man. So
shout out to every one of y'all. Thank you.
Yeah, shout out to you.
Yes.
I know how to do that.
I know he loves that button. You know what I mean? It's your boy Dirty Phil. I'm here with Skies. This is the Roaches podcast.
Roaches.
And we are
out.